new video. It's been a while that I've made a tutorial for you guys, but yeah, so today it's time for a new one. Tom, I just said that really American. A few weeks ago, a viewer hit me up on Instagram asking me this question. Basically what Alexander wants to know is how I have my Lumix GX80, which he also uses, set up for photography and filmmaking. If you're interested in the video side of this question, I've made a video for that before, you can check it out up here. And for photography, I thought I haven't given you much advice yet, so that's what we're up to today. In this video, I want to answer not only Alexander's question, but also teach you how to get good photos with almost any camera. Why only almost any camera, you may be asking? Well, you'll understand in a minute. I thought about a simple way to do this and divided my explanation in 3 different steps. So I'd say let's start with step number 1, which is shoot in RAW. You've probably heard this before, and that is for good reason, because it is extremely important. Alexander was writing that he has the same camera as I have, but he couldn't get results that he found to be good. Obviously, I do not know how he shoots his photos and what his standard of satisfaction is, but if he wasn't shooting in RAW, that could be a good reason why he wasn't satisfied with the results. If you're not familiar with the meaning of shooting in RAW, you can check out a video I made about that a while ago. It's a detailed explanation, you can check it out up here. Very shortly summarized for this video, when you shoot in RAW you can later on edit your photos much heavier than if you had shot in JPEG. This is why the first crucial step in getting good photos is to just switch your camera to shoot in RAW. By the way, Alexander was also curious about color profiles on my camera. When you shoot in RAW, those color profiles do not matter anymore because when shooting in RAW, the RAW files will just reset themselves to neutral, so really you don't need to care about it when shooting photos. That's different when shooting video, but I talked about that in the video I made previously. And now you should understand why I said only almost any camera, because not every camera can shoot RAW. So let's say you're an iPhone shooter, then you cannot follow this first step, but don't worry, the next 2 you'll be able to follow as well. So let's continue with step number 2, which is shoot decent photos. Yeah, this step sounds pretty vague and is easier said than done, but what I'm trying to get across is that your photography will improve by following some simple rules in photography, such as exposing your photo correctly, composing your photography intentionally. This step is not simple, it's not just turning a switch on your camera or turning a setting on or off, it's the actual work you put into your photography, the actual practice you do, because the more you do it, the better you'll get. And that's what you need to do here in step 2 actually. It doesn't matter with which camera, you just need to practice your photography. And then finally, step number 3 is edit your photos. This step is where your photos come alive. When you shoot in a JPEG, your JPEGs are finished photos and they are alive already. But if you shoot in RAW, they are not finished yet after shooting them. After shooting, you edit them, and that's where you really give them their final form, how you want them to look. And the thing is, JPEG does that automatically, but you can do it better than JPEGs. So then you just need to learn your editing software, learn all the different functions there are, and start improving your photo by balancing light and color to exactly the way you want it to look. The intensity of your edit varies between photos, so some photos I edit really lightly and some are really heavily edited. This just depends on your taste. And this step is just like the previous one, it takes a lot of practice, and after a while you get to know all the different functions in Lightroom and you know what to do to make that photo look better, and you'll start to develop a style and aesthetic which is unique to you. Anyway, the final point I want to make in this video is that photography is not easy and it's not gonna come in a few weeks or months. Or well, maybe in a few months if you're really talented, but it's gonna take you some time, alright? So follow these 3 steps, but have patience. Anyway, that's it from me for this week. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, leave a like. And if you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you again next week. Goodbye. Because it is extremely important. Damn, I got 1 sentence. Dang.